All right, let's jump right into this. We're going to be talking about side control top and the Barca Lounger system. Before we start though, I want to introduce my buddy Sean right here. He is going to be the uke today, and I hope you enjoy this actually. Anyway, to get good at side control top, you should get good at side control bottom. All right, if you know what you're doing in the side control bottom, the concepts are just the opposite in side control top, and we're going to be talking a lot about that today. But starting out, I wanted, since we were talking about getting the most for your money, the most bang for your buck, $1 invested gets you $10 in return. One of the things that you need to understand when people are coming in for side control, I see this all the time. They come in here and they get in here real tight and they come under the head. And first of all, if you're on the bottom, you should never let anyone get your neck because that's tough. But Sean's gonna let me. I come in here and what they do is they're here and they're super tight and they park their car and they don't let anyone go and they're super tight using all this energy. And when you use all this energy, that's just money going out of your wallet that you're not getting anything in return. And what we have to do is we have to use gravity to help us as our friend when we're on the top in any situation. All right. Gravity cannot be your friend on the bottom a lot of times, but on the top, this is how it's supposed to be. So I'm going to introduce to you the concept of Jello, and this made a huge difference. Now, yeah, I call it Jello because in Jello, you see it and it moves on its own and it can move, and that's what we want to do. We don't want to be, in the sense, rigid, all right? They say when you're born, you're soft, and when you die, you're rigid. So we want to get away from death and have life, and when we're talking about life, we are talking about being supple, being able to move your body and use gravity to keep a dude down. Here's what I'm talking about. If I were coming in and Sean puts his hands on me like this, now really a smart jiu-jitsu guy like Sean probably isn't going to be posting his hands too much like this, but if he does, it can actually stop you and you'll get right here trying to get this guy and he'll turn up on his side and he won't let you have anything right here. Well, it's hard to get through those posts, man. So what we have to do is, this is where the concept of Jello comes in. We're going to go here, and what we do is instead of staying squared up like this, see, am I heavy for you at all?
Not really. Not
really, right? So when I'm squared up like this, I'm not going to be able to get through his defenses. So what I want to do is, all I want to do is just be loose right here. When I do that, I just take my body and I just disintegrate around him. All right, and I fall down one more time. So he's pushing on me, I just disintegrate. And look what happens, I come right in and I fit right into place using gravity to help me out. So anyway, we're here, he's pushing, and look, I just turn. Push me again, man. Boom, look, right here, look how my arms are easy to move, all right? I'm using muscle. Look, I'm holding my hand up and using muscle, but I'm using the least amount necessary to make this happen. In the sense, if he were pushing me like over the head, right, I can always push his arms over and slide on back. Coming this way, maybe he's pushing me this way. And all I'm doing is I'm extending my hip, putting my chest out and letting myself ooze, if you will, sorry about that word, ooze down into side control. It's very important that you understand that concept. If you can't do that, if you stay like this and are trying to get through it, muscling this guy and trying to hold him, man, it doesn't take much for him to push you off. So we want to Jello our way through this so he has nothing on me. Push me again. Look, right here, I'm just staying on this guy. And look at what I can do with his hands when he's pushing. So Jello is an important concept that you need to understand. Again, I ooze off this way, I can ooze off this way. I can also take his hands up over his head. I do that a lot. I'll do that one more time. He's pushing, I'll just go like this over his head, and then I just ooze off. Look at what his hands just did. He tries to get those back, it's going to be super difficult for him. So it's a great way to enter into side control, especially when you're passing. We got to lower our level, and when we pass, we want to be able to turn and use our shoulders and our hips to weave our way into a dominant position to keep this guy.